This video is brought to you by Letsynthesize Academy, the #1 place for practice-oriented courses for serious music producers.
Yo, the Larsen here. Today I want to talk about some Marauda, Wachi, Svdden Death style of guns, creating some very nice and deep and evil and aggressive beat like this. Like always, you can grab this project from my Patreon below with tons of other stuff. And click here, I have an awesome tier dubstep masterclass start to finish. But right now, let's jump into it. Okay, so here is a little beat once again. The drums consist only 4 sounds. We have this layer. It's basically one sound, one preset. We have this layer. And this percussion hit coming from Serum. Okay, so the source sound for the main bass is this thing. Let me deactivate the sidechain. So this is the source sound. It is very heavily distorted kind of thing. Let me show it to you inside Serum. I have an MB saw and an analog BD sine bandpass with inharmonic 2 noise, and in the FX, distortion with bandpass, OTT, some EQing, a band reject filter to get rid of the mids and the phaser, to emphasize the deep tone further. So without the FX, oscillator A have FM from B, and basically this is all. Now I resampled it and dropped it into sampler, Ableton sampler. Let me show you the source. This has this transient, has this very heavily distorted, filled with high frequency kind of transient state. And that is an important part here. And that, by the way, comes from these envelopes, envelope 3, because if I deactivate them, so envelope 3 creates all these with modulating the master tune, the A-warp, filter cutoff, and the distortion drive, basically. Here comes the trick. Inside sampler, I was able to tweak this sound further. And all I did is I went to the pitch per os tab, I play around with the oscillator and the pitch envelope, because without those, it is just sort of a regular distorted sine, but adding a little oscillator, which is basically just an FM only on the transient of the sound, so as you can see the decay is 200 milliseconds short. So the chorus is on 13 and the volume is on really high. And if I play with the chorus, but you need to find a sweet spot for your own sound, but I thought that on 13 it sounds pretty good. And I also played with the pitch envelope a little to find different sounds. Then I added 2 instances of disperser and the reverb to the end, but I felt that the transient part of the sound is still too dry. So what I did is I used another instance from the same sound, where I basically just used the gun of that, so I pulled back the decay to 1 second. And I put a 100% wet short reverb on it, so this thing. And altogether, I think they sound really good. And from this point, all I did is I played with this knob, that is basically just a pitch envelope inside, so this thing, this guy here, the pitch envelope amount, alright? So this is a great thing, because with this technique you only tweak the gun, but the sustained bass stays on the same note. There is this other layer, where I basically just play with the phaser frequency to get a different tone when I change the tone of the gun. As you can see, only the phaser frequency is changing, and I have this main percussion whatever that complements the beat, but altogether also don't forget that you can grab this project from my Patreon and check my T-Rod masterclass. See you guys next time. Peace.